And retired life inspired begins now. It is late. Let's start with that. It is late. But let us begin properly with, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, but who came in the person of Master Fajr Muhammad. I further bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is his exalted Christ, and that the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the divine reminder in our midst today. I greet you all in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. And like I said, it's late. How you doing? How you doing? I had put together a video for this topic, which is going to be about being of service, earlier today, and I just felt like it was rushed. I mean, I did it like a zillion trillion times, and it just didn't feel right. And I love doing this. This whole YouTube channel is a labor of love, which, by the way, is dedicated to 50+ single women who find themselves navigating through these very interesting times and discovering that, in order to secure themselves, they may not be able to depend on the traditional ways that they did in the past. So for myself, because I fall into that category, I have been utilizing the online world. So, as we get older, we want to secure ourselves differently, and pensions have gone the way of the past. And maybe maybe you had to start all over. You had to rebuild. I mean, 2020 was an interesting year. And for many of us, we discovered things were going to have to be done differently, smarter, in order to secure ourselves. So check out the link, anniemonline.com. That'll be in the description. And take a look at some of the options you might have. That website, by the way, I built utilizing the very a platform that I want to introduce you to. So check it out. And even if you're not someone that falls into that demographic of being 50+ and single and female, check out the website. There might be something that might benefit you as well, because as always, all the information here, even though this channel is dedicated to that demographic, the 50+ single woman, all are welcome here. So, also without any further delay, please do remember to like and subscribe and share. Again, this is a labor of love, and for those of you that have already supported, thank you again. Introduce it. If you think of someone that you can introduce it to, please introduce it to them. I don't mean to force it on anybody, but I think we've got some pretty good information that a lot of people can benefit from. So, enough of that. But again, how are you? Like I said, this is like take 9,776 of this particular topic for this video. But I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna relax and do it again. I just gave myself a break and thought, let me just do it again when it's a little quieter, and I've had a chance just to kind of, rev down a little bit. But the last video I did was basically on travel tips and pertaining to when I went to the Dominican Republic with my Prayer and Fasting Foundation for Success group. A small delegation of us went, and I shared with you some of the things I learned and I wanted to share with you travel-wise. Well, at the end of that video, I also said what I wanted to do was to share with you, why it was such a blessing. What happened there? And this was all about us going as a group, a delegation that would be of service, not just promoting the power of praying and fasting as a tool to help one become more spiritually connected, as well as reap physiological and biological benefits, but we wanted to show support and start being a vehicle of positive impact around the globe. And we've already done it, just by, working within the States, but to actually travel abroad, this was new. So we were working with this wonderful, beautiful orphanage, and I will put the name in the description. I'm being very protective of them. I'm not including like any pictures of the children in any of my blogs or writings as respect. These are minors, and so I want to be really respectful. So I kind of want to get permission to find out if it's okay for me to put the name in the description, and if it is, you'll see it in the description. If not, I'll just let you know this. It was an amazing orphanage, and one of the reasons why this orphanage was selected is because it not only housed Dominican children, but as well as Haitian children. And there's a whole political thing, I guess cultural thing there that I'm not going to get into, but because they housed both children, we supported that one. And what we did was we raised money before we even got there, and we were going to have a party for the children. Something that you would see here in the States all the time, you know, with the bouncy house and face painting, pizza party, and little gifts that we got that were you know, good for the boys, and gifts that were great for the girls, and there was even clowns. I'm not a big fan of clowns. Not at all. But this guy and his partner were actually kind of funny, and they made me laugh on a couple of occasions out loud. So, okay. Good job, clown. You did a good job. You restored some of my faith. Not all of it, but some of it. But anyway. But it was a beautiful, beautiful event. And these children, oh my God, they stole all our hearts. I think they did. I can speak for myself. They did more for me than I think I probably did for them. What I learned was how blessed I've been to have access to the advantages I've had growing up and still have. The Dominican people overall, just a beautiful people. So peaceful. You know, you didn't run into a whole lot of nonsense or anything like that. It was just beautiful all the way around. And there was that event, you know, where we were at the orphanage. And then there was also another event, a very impromptu event, in which the founder and leader of Prayer and Fasting Foundation for Success, Brother Abdul Malik Muhammad, who I hope to have you meet in upcoming episodes of Retired Life Inspired. He actually spoke at a the Fraternal Order of the Qs. I hope I said that right. I want to give it much respect. But it was a restaurant that an expat, a former resident of the United States, who opened up there. Really cool space. And I'm going to put pictures of that in the blog that's going to be blog content that's going to be associated with this video. But oh, it was so cool. Like, they had gravel on the ground, and the decor was beautiful, and the food was great too. But that we were able to partake a little bit of. And it was just amazing. It was a small gathering, and he was able to share how, you know, here they are living their best life, and how they could live it even better by applying the power of praying and fasting into their life. And, you know, for me, I've lost 40 pounds, and I've lost, you know, being pre-diabetic and high blood pressure, and you know, and on top of all that, spiritually, I've never felt more connected to the God within than I've ever had in my entire life. And to be able to share this with these people, I mean, they were very receptive to it. You know, it was a very amazing thing to watch him impart this knowledge onto this group. And I pray, you know, there are more opportunities like this on their way for him and for Prayer and Fasting Foundation to Success, to be able to be of service to not just their immediate communities, but to the world. Which brings me to the crux of this video, being of service. Now keep in mind, you don't have to be part of a group. It could just be you. And you don't have to even leave the country. You don't even have to leave your block. In fact, you can go and ask your neighbor if they need a little help every now and then. But being of service, I think, is something that still matters, even in these times where I think people are probably more paranoid and more scared of each other. You want to heal the world? How about a little looking out for the other guy? How about figuring out how you can use your talents, your skills, to help build and bring more peace and more love to the world. I don't think these are corny values. I don't think they're outdated at all. I think we're starving for them. So that's what I would say. I know personally myself, I'm starting to look at my own personal skills and talents. I've accumulated enough of them. I can't say to myself I don't know something. So I'm challenging all of us. There are things that you know. Maybe you're really technologically savvy and you can help some people that, didn't grow up with it and show them maybe how to work their phone better or how to, get online. Maybe you can do that. Maybe you're really good with your hands and maybe someone needs some things repaired around their home. An elderly neighbor maybe needs their lawn cut. And it's not about getting paid. It's just about seeing what you can do to help. To me, going to the Dominican Republic and just being a part of this group that impacted people in a positive way is life-changing for me. And I thank God for the opportunity to have gone. I thank God every day for that opportunity. And I'm noticing how it's impacting me here. I want to be a better person. I'm trying to be more mindful of, even in situations that are not the best, how can I have a better attitude? Especially when it's always temporary. That too will pass. But anyway, I don't want to go any further. Like I said, it's late. I just wanted to share the beauty of this trip with you. And again, there'll be a blog content that'll be attached to the description below, and you can read a little bit more about it and check out the pictures. But that's it tonight for Retired Life Inspired. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope and pray you have a beautiful day tomorrow. I'm going to get some rest, some well-needed rest. But as always, create your life inspired. Take care of you and yours. Peace and take care.